Just got a text from her, she's so alone. Put my feelings and I'm getting thrown. In the booth just reminiscing on feelings, it's getting old. History's in the making. I'm done with all of y'all faking. Ego, my ego big as a basement. Mixtape drop, y'all can tell I'm making a statement. Shawty look like Rihanna. Into the groove, she switch it up to Madonna. Back then, I used it as a reminder. But I ain't sweating it like a sauna. Hardest flow on the record. Suckers want me on records. Living life is a blessing. Probably settle down when I meet a chick off of Essence. Not really my preference. Ray-Bans looking crisp, caught me a Lexus. Sometimes I see you putting the effort. You want me as your man, I'm like, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Ain't nothing changed but the name, I'm still the same. Real talk, I'm at the top of my game. Doing my thing, huh? Doing my thing, huh? Doing my thing, huh? Ain't nothing changed but the name, I'm still the same. Real talk, I'm at the top of my game. Doing my thing, huh? Fourth quarter, I'm going for it. Taking over like Kobe, you know I'm going for it. Couple drinks on the side, I like to drink them slow. Scenery from the beach, that's just the way it go. You know your girl love me, Monday through Sunday. I do it good, but suckers hate me for it like a Monday. All we know is gunplay, so you know that we rolling. I'm dangerous, Larry Bird from the wing, don't leave me open. Black paint with the interior just to match it. Set a goal, don't punter on it, you better grab it. Flow sharp, yeah, my flow sharp, just like a cactus. It ain't hip hop if you ain't mentioning street tactics. Fall back before you get your wig split. Where I'm from, we some gorillas. Pull out banana clips, y'all only here for the moment. No, never lasting. I burn rappers, treat them like toilets, pee on their ashes. Do it better than legends. I do it better than legends. Sometimes I see you putting the effort. You want me as your man, I'm like, give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. Ain't nothing changed but the name, I'm still the same. Real talk, I'm at the top of my game. Doing my thing, huh? Doing my thing, huh? Doing my thing, huh? Ain't nothing changed but the name, I'm still the same. Real talk, I'm at the top of my game. Doing my thing, huh? First off, let me shout out Crete.
All right. Let's get it started. What's up, brother-in-law? What's up, Miss Marla? Thank you. Yeah, the topic is a real one tonight. We'll see what we can do. We'll see what we talk about here. We're going to make the best of it for whatever time that we have here. I need to change that topic. But anyway, not this topic. It's old settings that I'm dealing with over here. So what's up, everybody? Great to see you guys. Hold on one second. Another Friday, Conversations in Crete. Cuzzy won't be here tonight, or she might pop on. She feeling a little under the weather, so you know. Y'all know we gotta give Cuz a break, but we love her. Make sure y'all represent and comment on the comment section on this and everything. And you know, meanwhile, let's see how our mental state is from 1 to 5. Our mental health check. Let us know in the comment section, and please let us know why you feel that way. And thank you so much, Miss Marla. Miss Marla says happy Friday. Appreciate it, Miss Marla. So let us know how you guys feel. How was your week? And before we get this thing started, and y'all know Fridays we do the relationship thing, and our topic tonight is date or stay single. And I'm going to be talking to y'all while I'm trying to multitask and everything, right? I'm here to learn something. We're going to conversate about this, all right? Where's the link? Hope.
DJ Shimmy joined.
And Miss Marla said, talking to Sweet Mama G, she hope that she feels better to her very Dog, Sweet Mama G. And hold on one second. Let's get it. Got my brother Shim Dog in the building. What's going on, Shim Dog? I know you see that topic, Shim Dog, right? And I know you got something for us. Oh, hold on. Hey, let me get the topic back up there. Date or stay single? Right up your alley. Shouts out to those who is going to actually end up joining us on TikTok, rather. We got to build up the TikTok thing. But meanwhile, we on YouTube tonight on Street Tactics Media and Street Tactics Radio. So it would be dope if you guys come over and join us and get the full-fledged of the show. All right. Now, I'm going to put the link up here in a second. Right? So, Shim Dog, let's do if we can do a sound check just to know that we can hear your voice. Oh, yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you. Cool. And you hit it whenever you want to say something, just unmute. You already know. All right. So we're going to start this thing off like this. Since nobody want to tell us about their mental health check or whatever, it's cool. Now, we're gonna kick this thing off right here. Date or stay single, right? That's everybody's choice. You know, you can have that choice of whatever you want to do. Some people don't want to date. Some people just want to stay single, you know, and to each his own. However, when single, sometimes you need space for yourself to heal from a previous relationship, or you may be single because you're trying to accomplish something like a goal, right? A lot of people become single to get on their goal so that they can complete and stay focused on their purpose. If they create a purpose for themselves in life, actually God gave us a purpose in life, but then we have our purpose, our earthly purposes that we're trying to accomplish as well. So Miss Marla says she's a 5. Thank you. And she says it because she's feel blessed. Thank you so much, Miss Marla. Now, I think every man should have a purpose, right? Every woman should have a purpose. Purposes are just not for men. You know, they're for women as well. So tonight we want to hear, would you rather date or stay single? But most people who are single eventually want to start dating, right? Shouts out to Miss Amelia in the building. We haven't seen Miss Amelia in a minute. Great to have her here. Thank you so much for joining us, Miss Amelia. And this topic tonight is date or stay single. All right. So, how do you feel about that, Shim? Will you stay single or should you date?
Stay single.
Okay, you choose to stay single.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't want to be a babysitter.
Okay, so you feel as though that if you start dating, that it's almost like you have to babysit the woman, is what you're saying.
Babysit, pacify, cater to. Just put myself aside and solely please her. And I'm not doing that.
Okay. Thank you for letting us know about the echo. It should stop now. And I get it, Shimmy, but I guess that's all on what type of woman that the man picks, though, as well. Do you think that have a lot to do with it?
Almost any woman. It's just different levels. It's just different levels to it. You can meet a woman that's financially stable, sound mind, educated. There's still a level of babysitting that's involved. There's still a level of putting who you are aside to cater to somebody. So It's just at different levels.
Okay. I want these comments to light up with the women and the men here, actually on TikTok and on Facebook, right? I mean, not Facebook, but YouTube, because Shim is saying some strong words, some real. It's real to some, and some is not real, right? So Miss Marla said no woman should have to babysit no man either. And I just put the link up so that y'all can join the show. So if you guys want to join the show here on YouTube, it's Street Tactics Media on YouTube. All right. And you guys are welcome to join the show. Now, per your last relationship, Shimmy, do you feel as though you babysitted the last woman that you dated?
Yes, to a certain degree,
Okay.
because they weren't invested as much as I was as being in a meaningful relationship.
Okay. Miss Marla. Miss Marla. Can you hear us, Miss Marla? Miss Marla, you're gonna probably have to log off and log back on so that we can hear you. I have an idea what Shimmy is talking about, right? I do have an idea of that. Now, I actually have that situation go on with some people that I deal with or have dealt with rather in the past, where it was almost like babysitting them. And that's the thing about a lot of times, and especially with men don't want to have to deal with the responsibilities of a lot of people and liabilities of a lot of people anymore. And I know women say the same thing. Hello, Miss Marla. Can you hear us? Miss Marla? Miss Marla. We need y'all to come on TikTok and get in on this conversation. So Miss Marla's trying to get on now, but my thing is, it's all like, as a man, it's who you pick. And a lot of times when we get into these, if you get into a relationship, what happens is that, of course, it needs time at first. It needs time to get to know that person who you're dealing with, right? And sometimes you end up dealing with a monster, and sometimes you can get away and bypass that and end up meeting somebody that's really nice that fits you, right? So, Miss Marla, I think we can hear you now.
Can you hear me, Crete?
Yes, we can hear you. So, have you ever been a woman that needed to be babysitted, Miss Marla? Miss Marla,
What you say?
have you ever been the type of woman that had to be babysitted?
Hell no.
Why you say that?
Because I'm a grown ass woman. You don't need to babysit me.
Okay, so since you're a grown woman, right? What does that
hmm
mean? What does that mean? You telling us you're grown in age, or your character, or what do you what makes you grown?
I'm very mature for my age. I just don't tolerate a lot of stuff most women will tolerate. Um, I mean, I handle my own bills, take care of my kids, etc.
So give us two things that you tolerate from
I didn't hear what you said, Craig, because I
yeah,
don't know. It's my
yeah, you heard the noise in the back, but I just muted. He'll come on in a second. Shimmy will come on in a second. But what? Give us two things. Give us two things that you won't tolerate from a man. And hold on 1 second before you say something. Told y'all my cousin Mike, come on. She love us and we love her back. What's up, cuz?
Hey y'all,
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. So the topic tonight is either date or stay single. What would you rather do? And I just asked Miss Marla about it. She's telling us the reason why she says she's a grown woman, and give me two things that you won't tolerate from these guys, Miss Marla. What is it?
Lies and I had it before my sweet Mama G came on. I forgot now, but come back to me. I
Right.
mean, I just want to tolerate no lies and dang, I forgot what it was. I forgot now, but
Okay,
I know I want to tolerate no lies.
okay,
I
so
would see through your bullshit crap real quick.
okay, so
I'm not like some people.
if a guy lies to you, you
Mm-hmm.
what's gonna happen?
We done. I mean, it depends what lie it is.
What type of lies are going to take for you to be done?
Cheating. Uh, talk to
Cheating is
another
not a lie.
female. Huh?
Cheating is not a lie; it's an action.
Yeah, it is a lot, but if you, like I said, my lie, and if you're not, that was another. If you're not trustworthy, if you saying you gonna be at this place, and I find out you at somewhere else that you ain't supposed to be at, then we gonna have issues.
That sounds like a dude.
It's both ways.
It's not both ways.
Yeah, it is. But hi, sweet Mama G, how you doing? I hope you feel better, honey.
Yeah, I'm not sick, honey. I'm just trying to relax.
Well, Chris said you was sick, so you
I'm
was
sick
under
of
the
y'all
weather, so blame
sometimes.
him.
Said that because he might be feeling a little under the weather. And she
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm under
see,
the
there
weather.
you go.
I'm
Now
not on
tell the truth.
vacation. I ain't getting no money from my cousin. So yeah, I'm under the
Mm.
weather.
oh shucks. Somebody started something. no, all right. Pokey Sue said, Marla, you know you're a woman, and a woman, I gotta do what she can to keep her man. You know, I'm sorry, going to make it all better. That was kind of broken up. A man needs to be loyal and accountable, just like a woman. Is what she's saying. All right. Now, what do you think about that, Shimmy?
A man needs to be loyal and accountable.
Yes.
Sure.
Okay. And
Me-
go ahead.
I mean, a lot of times what you're attracted to may not necessarily have the character traits that you're looking for. You can get caught up in the attraction and the physical and the swag, but once you get knee deep in a situation or whatever y'all like to call it, a situationship, and you start seeing different things, it's like, yeah, you bought a lemon like a car. It looked good on the outside, but under the hood, that transmission slipping, the motor smoking, gas is leaking, O2 sensor out. So it's like when you pick somebody, gotta start off as friends first. All that jumping right into the meat and potatoes, what you got to offer, this and that. Start off as friends first. Once you start off as friends, then while you're friends, you can almost get away with anything, any questioning somebody, um, challenging somebody, proposing somebody, you know, um, giving somebody an opportunity once you're friends. But whenever you start off too fast trying to be in a meaningful relationship or trying to take control of something that you have no idea what you're dealing with, it's like going to the Humane Society picking up a dog. You don't know where that dog came from. You just know you got it from the Humane Society, and they cleared it. They cleared that dog from not biting anybody. They did a special test on that dog to make sure that dog won't bite nobody. So that's how you were able to adopt the dog. But you get that damn dog home and you don't know what's gonna happen
Oh.
because you didn't raise that dog from a puppy. Just like that's how I got my dog Katana. So you don't know what you're getting into. So that's why you stay friends for as long as you can before you just jump in there and have a damn baby with him. Talking about he ain't shit.
So so
Me saying shit, neither.
this girl Why are you so bitter about men, Miss Marla?
What?
Why are you so bitter about men? You
I'm
were
not
very
bitter about men. Why are you bitter about men? I mean women's.
bitter about no women's.
Yeah, you are. Every time you never mention a freaking about a woman. It's always a woman did this, a woman do this. What about y'all men? Speak on that.
Okay, what would you like to know? Hold on, let me. First of all, I'm gonna get back to you on that, Miss Marla. I want to catch up. I don't want to get too far behind on the comments. So, Pokey Sue said, "Crete, it goes both ways," and I absolutely agree. I was pulling Miss Marla's coattails on that. It does go both ways. Miss Amelia said, "Disrespect. Disrespect is one of the things that would make her go about her way." Is what I'm thinking she's saying. And then Pokey Sue said, "Amen." And then Miss Amelia says she's so glad to see you, sweet mama. And what up, DJ XL? And so Pokey Sue said, "Lord, look at the pot calling the kettle black. Why you got poor deception of a woman?" I don't have a poor deception of women. A lot of times, a lot of women show their own, just like men, show themselves, and sometimes it ain't a good look. I make life simple. I've learned that to make life simple, if they are a problem to me, I gotta go. How about that? They ain't gotta go, I gotta go, or they go. But usually I'll remove myself. So
Remember, you only need two things.
what's that, Shim Dog?
Men only need them two pieces.
How you doing, man?
So now, cuz, what can you give us on that?
I can't give y'all nothing. It was so much. I don't give. I guess with the part about the getting to know them as friends and people I deal with are on different levels. They're not the same. If I'm
Mhm.
trying to date you, it's not a friend. You more so working as an associate. Friendships are going to be different. They're going to be platonic. They're not going to move into that direction. But there's certain aspects of building with someone similar to a friendship, but not a friend. Um, I so I think the top is date or stay single. I say do both. Whatever floats your boat, whatever you feel like doing with that particular person, because you may want to date somebody and you may want to jump the bones of somebody else, or you not committing to nobody. You see who you want to see when you want to see them. So, once you get a certain period of life where things aren't coming up, you're not finding 100% compatibility, you may want to just go out and have some fun and things like that, or stay in and have some fun. So it all depend on, what your mood and how you see that person. Just like a man, I know what I want from a particular guy when I'm talking to him, when I'm vetting them. It's just like vetting for a position.
Mhm.
I know what from conversations, probably one or two. Sometimes when I'm like, no, I'm good. I don't even want to talk to him no more. You know what I mean? It's just certain things they might have said or interaction. I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I don't even think we're even gonna get that far to even go out on a date or have too many more conversations. Just from the one conversation. Why waste my time?
Okay. I hear you, cuz. Now, cuz, what do you look for? You said you could tell on the spot. Do you start picking out parts of the man that you want to deal with and that you don't want to deal with?
I guess I told you all now. I listen more. I'm not just looking at the physical because it's just looking in the glass house. It could be some shit inside, but it's not all about the physical because half the time the physical don't even work with these 40+ year old men and these bad health conditions. But sometimes for conversation, I'm like, I'm good. Stuff you say you gonna do the weekend or something like, yeah, I'm good. I'm not gonna participate, indulge, and he's not what I'm looking for.
Okay.
And most of the time now it's not even I'm trying to sex them either because I'm like I'm good on that one too. Nah, I don't even want people in my house like that. I got OCD too bad for that. Nope.
Okay. I feel you, cuz. Now, let me get back to some. What's up, XL? Let me get to a couple. Okay, we got Pokey Sue said you have an extremely poor opinion of women. Who are you talking about, Pokey Sue? Um, and then Pokey Sue also said that's a lie, Shimmy. There are three, basically, instead of two. And then also Pokey Sue said they gotta eat too. I guess she's saying women gotta eat too, and that's right, that's true. And Miss Amelia said you're right. And then Miss Amelia said, what the heck is he talking about? When y'all say this, could y'all please put a name to it? It's probably me, but put a name to it, please, so we can know. Y'all can put like, what the heck is he talking about? And put like at Crete or whoever, right? And Miss Christina, what's up, Miss Christina? How you doing? Thank you for joining us. XL, anytime, drop in and say what you got to say. So, cause I get it. I mean, a lot going. It's a lot going on today with people. I was even having a conversation in reference to just driving. Driving alone is crazy these days. Some people really just need to stay in the house. They come out in an emotional state of mind, and the first thing somebody do, the horn going off, they flipping people off, ready to fight, ready to shoot, whatever, right? So that's just like dating a lot of times. Sometimes some of these people have no business out here dating, right? So, but
I
in
I,
go
I
ahead.
could agree with you. I'm not bashing on men, and I'm not saying that women aren't in some horrible situations. But the conversation with some of these men, I'm like, you 40 plus, and you still having these conversations. And it's no shots fired to nobody on here, so don't think I'm coming for you. I'd rather stay in the house for real and vacation alone, go places because it's too much hassle and headache. I've never seen so many men that are in, I'm a air quote, loser type situations. It's getting to be ridiculous. Some of these men are in situations you would think a high school graduate young person just came out of school, early 20s. It's like when you gonna get your stuff together? It's horrible to think about how many men are in that situation. And I'm not saying women are. I'm not bashing men because we're talking about who we would definitely talk about in dating. I ain't dating no woman, so I'm talking about from my perspective as a woman to men. 40 plus man, a lot of stuff that's going on is you haven't grown up, and I don't understand why. I'm not understanding why at all.
So, do you think what stumps? I'm gonna say men. I'm gonna talk about men right now. Do you think what helps stump the growth of men is music, social media? What do you think?
I'm going to say, and I did this with my clients today, I call it the Band Aid method. I bought some Band Aids and I had said, give me two things that hinder you from being successful, what you counter as successful in your life. And then give me one and put it on a Band Aid.
Mhm.
Most of the time, everybody put either me or procrastination. And it's called the Band Aid little thing I created, and they had to put it in an envelope. But a lot of times, it's not only them. You know how you said get pick yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yes.
It's a lot of people that enable. And again, I'm not talking about nobody on this screen because you gotta understand I deal with a lot of different people and a lot of different scenarios. I've never seen so many men that live home with their family members in my life. That's not cripple. I mean, like cripple, you dead, half dead, whatever. And I don't hear people protecting their family members. No, you're not. No, you're not, because you ain't even at the house. But it's a lot of people that I think they are a hindrance to themselves. They're not finding situations where they could change their dynamics. And I don't think they working to their full potential. And because people allow them to stay with them or they leave them, Men living with their sisters and all. I mean, like biological. It's a lot.
Cause,
I just don't understand why.
cause you know I love you, and why you gonna talk about me right here on the screen? I'm joking.
No, but seriously,
No, no.
it's not satisfying nobody. But I'm telling you, through like talking with people, it's
Mhm,
a lot of people that say they living with their people.
mhm.
Like why? Oh, cause this and this happened. I'm like, well, damn, that was 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever many years, and you still in the same situation. It's like, okay, what is hindering you from being successful?
Let me ask you this, cuz. Let me ask you this. Now, thank you so much, Miss Amelia. She says it's not me tonight because usually I'm the bad guy. But um now here's my thing. Here's my thing.
Friday, I believe it.
Um, now, what if now I did a lot of things in my life, and I spoke on this a couple weeks ago, right? I ain't saying that I was in some rich mansion. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about, you know how sometimes we do things in life and we are totally satisfied with what we've done in our life, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in a comfortable place like that. If I was to leave this earth today, I'm comfortable with what I've done so far in life, right? One of my greatest things was to be able to uh, have a family and raise my kids, and then to see what the turnout was. Hold up, Miss Marla, are you still there? Well, until she comes back on, what we're gonna do, because her screen is like kind of taped. We ain't gonna put you off, Miss Marla. If you still there, okay, thank you. So it's especially to a man, that's one of the greatest things that you can experience in life is to, even if you try to have a family and you worked it a little bit, but you want to do the best that you can in life, but see what what all your hard work was for. I have two sons and I have a daughter and I have grandkids, and none of us are perfect, but I really appreciate and love my sons. I love what I've done in life, right? And whether it be in anything that I've done, like even to try to make money or me struggling and overcoming things or whatever. But let's say if you caught me and you said, all right, just like what you was just talking about, you don't understand what some of these guys doing in life or whatever, right? So let's say with me, I'm very satisfied, but I look at where this world is going now, and especially the United States. I'm on a tip now where I feel like I want to make life more simple. I want to live. I don't care if I live in an RV right now, right? Let's say if you met a man like that, and he's doing, like, he might be living on a houseboat or whatever, and a boat just it ain't nothing, a yacht or whatever, or he's living on campgrounds. Do you see that as being a downfall for a man?
If a man can be self sufficient and can pay for all that, that's fine. And Miss Amelia, you said not having a father around. Most of the men that I talk to in those situations have a father and been around. That's their choice. That's the person that I talk to choice to be in those situations. Because how long and when is enough enough? But a lot of times, I got a family situation that the parents passed away. So now the children have a house passed down. It's one, two of them left, but one of the deceased brother's daughter won't sign off on his paperwork. The dad worked at Bethlehem Steel. Everybody know that's big in Maryland.
Mhm.
And he got like a check from heaven, cancer, something he got from there, whatever. But she won't sign the check or change over the house name from the deceased grandparent to their name, and she's holding up the process. Why? First of all, that was your grandfather, not even your father. You represent your father's estate, but your father was basically a bum and never worked nowhere. He sat in the basement, came upstairs hollering with a dog, because I know them personally. And the daughter won't sign over the right so they can change the family house and all that stuff. It's like, why? Why are you holding up this process? You have nothing to do with this house. You're not gonna get nothing out of it, but you holding up the process of getting a loan to make repairs to the house for the people that actually live in the house.
Hmm.
The man who passed away, children. That was only your grandfather. This is his children still live there. But just little petty stuff that people do. It's like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, you find that a lot in families when somebody pass away. I mean, it go crazy. They could be friends one day and enemies the next.
Yeah.
Uh, now, shout out to Nate from upstate in the building.
Especially black families.
Got that right.
Oh, that's true, but you see it a lot in white families too. But definitely, I mean, it's crazy,
Anything that come to money, it don't even matter what color. When you
right?
see that color green, they all simple. Just little stuff about caretaking and who gonna take care of this one because they think they're gonna get mama's money if I take care of her versus taking care of her for real. You only doing it for the money sometimes. And it's just a lot of different scenarios I'm hearing through, like support groups and circle groups. There's a lot going on.
You know what though, cuz, and I hate to say this, you know, that's one thing I didn't experience with our family. Like you know, when my father passed away, you remember when that happened, and then when my mother passed away, it wasn't the family clash and argument. It that just didn't happen, and that there is a blessing as well. It's crazy. Left the house and everything. I mean, the house is there, my sisters and all that, taking care of everything, everybody working together as siblings should. Um, I love my family, including you, cuz. But
Mm,
so but anyway, yeah, that's that does happen a lot, and I see it a lot. And but Nate from upstate said, "Happy Friday." Um, I believe if you are a strong woman with good morals, values, hold on, I'm trying to read this. The yellow thing is in my way. With good morals and values, you should be noticed that. Hold up, you should be noticed that if you what you are. In a nutshell, he's just saying a woman with good morals and values or whatever, she should be treated great.
I know. That sounds cute, but most men ain't looking at their morals and values. They ain't looking on the outside. A lot of them ain't looking at nothing about your inward, things.
What do they? What would you say they looking at? Cuz
The outward, the
okay,
desire, the lust.
uh, Miss Amelia said you have to call
I
us.
want to tell Cree so bad. This week. I think I'm drained. The day is Friday. I've counseled so many men this week that have cried so many times, and I'm not talking about crying because you're discovering pain. They
Mhm.
cry at every little thing that doesn't go right. They think the world is simple. You're gonna go get a job, you're gonna go get a house, you're gonna get the best woman you want, your pay is right. Every little thing they cry about. It's been very emotionally draining this week on my men. It really has. Even today, I did a counseling group session. The men whine and complain and why they don't have housing and why the people don't want them living with them because you burned it out. You burnt it out. You
I gotta
you you
ask
wore
you about that,
you
cuz
wore your family out.
I gotta ask you something about that. But hold on, shouts out to my big sis Leslie. What's going on, big sis? She said,
Hey, Leslie.
"Hey, bird, hey, cuz, hey, excel," and also Miss Amelia said, "Gotcha, sweet Mama G." Sad to know that. And hold up. And then also, what's up, baby sis? How you doing? Good to see you. She
Hey,
says,
Amber.
Miss Amelia said, hello, Amber. I want to ask you this. Now, this has come from left field. The guys, when you are counseling or in these sessions with these people that you talk to, right? Around about what are their ages? And I'm talking about the men only.
It varies. My youngest is 23. My oldest today was 71.
Were they raised by their father?
Yes.
Okay, see, so that lends credence to what I've been saying and what Crete been trying to say. It take two parents to raise a child. If they had both parents, I can't see a man wimping all day, wimping in life.
They do.
That father should have had that. should have been teaching him that nothing's easy. If it's easy, think twice before you accept it or you take it. If it's too easy, nothing's gonna be easy for you. So you counseling somebody and they were raised by their father. My dad wasn't there. I never thought nothing was easy. Never cried. Never thought nothing. I thugged it out. Whatever it was, I thugged it out.
Even in some of the tighter situations, because most of men have did some type of prison stint within their lives. I if they crying like that out here, I can't imagine their life inside because I don't think it was of the toughness. So y'all get my drift. It's a lot of weeping men. I'm telling you, I was emotionally drained today. I said, I need to go to my little spot, get me
But
some wings guard because I have a young lady that works under me, and she was like, "God, this is depressing." And it wasn't the women. The women said, "Oh, it was like, what are your barriers to your life?" And the woman said, "Oh, I want to do this." They was like, "Me, procrastination. I didn't listen." And I'm like, first of all, you shouldn't be dating nobody, and you in a transitional program.
But here's the thing that
Why?
you also got to pay attention. I agree with what Shimmy said. That balance is key. The balance is key, and that was one thing I did learn from my father and even my brothers as well, and just
Mhm.
family is that when things are bad, try to find a positive out of bad so you can get through it. You see what I'm saying?
That's the fabric of a man is going through hell and coming up out of the cold. You
Right.
you if it's easy as a man, if it's easy for you in life, then even if you're rich or you're tall, dark, and handsome, and you don't have a problem with women and you got money, still as a man, you're gonna have obstacles and you're gonna have challenges before you that you're gonna have to say, hey, look. I ain't this going to the grave with me. I'm not telling nobody about this. I'm gonna thug it out. I'm gonna handle this. I'm gonna be a man about it. That way I can teach somebody else younger or accept this as a badge of honor or something like that. I don't see why men are just men are acting like yeah, a lot of men are acting like women. And a lot of women have took the masculinity so serious the way it's got men like feminine almost. Men
Well,
are like scared they're like scared to be men anymore.
Well, don't
They
blame it on the
listen to
women.
women.
That's on them. You need to be a strong man. I don't see my cousin whimpering to that just because a woman shows a masculinity. He gonna be men. He gonna be a man.
Well, that's your cousin. I mean, not, every man's not like Crete.
Oh no, I'm not saying that. Yeah, I understand that, but it's it's less of him and a whole lot of the other side. It's a whole bunch of estrogen. I was in there today like,
Yeah,
good looking. Is this a women's group or a man's group? Good
yeah.
looking.
now said the key word, and that's what I was getting at, the estrogen. The reason why I asked that is because the age, because one, again, and I'm going to bring somebody, you remember that show, cuz we had with, oh man, well, with body symmetry when, oh my God, she'll kill me if she saw that I forgot her name, but,
You talking about surround?
yeah, Sarim, right? Now,
How you gonna forget that shit?
I know that's my people's, and I forgot. Anyway, so Sarim came on, and when Sarim came on, she was very helpful to women, but also men, talking about hormones, right? Now, men, again, as we get older, our testosterone drops and our estrogen goes up, right? And women, as they get older, testosterone goes up and their estrogen drops. So, case in point, older men, 40s, 50s, and all that, you're going to see them be more sensitive. They get weaker, and the women kind of get more stronger, right? But to my point is what I'm saying is you can go to a place like Body Symmetry in Atlanta. They my peoples, right? Y'all can actually call them. No, if y'all, I don't care where y'all are in the United States, they help me, right? They ship and they talk to you and they get you right, hormone wise. And if men, if you having problems in certain places, whatever, they got you right. But to my point is that and I'm going to have them back on here as well within the next week. So make sure y'all are on and they can help y'all big time. But to my point, when men's estrogen gets higher, they get more feminine.
Is
So
it the estrogen or they just can't handle How I want to say it. I don't care about offending people. I'm trying to get my thoughts right. It's late. Is it? I don't think it's necessarily estrogen. If I say this, will my cousin bleep me? I'm trying to think.
No, go ahead.
Bitch acidness.
But you know what?
I'm trying to think like
That's a real
I
thing.
don't. It's like I don't think it's always they getting estrogen. I think you just got some bitch acidness in you. I'm telling you, it. You know, being in the field, you can decipher just like bullshit and I just was like, where
But
my chicken wings at? It's Friday.
but see, you are right because it depends on their environment as well. Don't forget the food that we're eating. A lot of the food that we're
I
eating,
think people have been enabling them and they learned the game of being
that
help and able so much that to now when people stop enabling them, they cripple. You know what I mean?
yes.
Like if I'm a mother and I
AASMG.
keep letting your ass come back home, and you know every time you screw up, you can come back home. How you gonna? If I die, where you gonna go? You see what I'm saying?
Hey,
Right.
And to
Sweet
be
Mama.
honest, that's a situation I had with my son.
Mhm.
I'm not putting up with my son BS, so he decided he want to be exclusive from the family, and I ain't scared to say it's whatever. I'm not putting up with the bullshit. Okay, you don't want to speak to us, talk to us. That's on you. You missing out. But what I'm not going to do is give you no pity ass party, and that's the one I was in 34 hours of labor with and got cut open. So I'm
Hey,
not.
Sweet Mama.
After a while, it becomes a pity party that I'm not in labeling. He got a whole damn father. That man still alive. He ain't croaked yet and got me no check. So he has a father.
Hey, Sweet Mama. I believe that's what it is, though. Like the
What?
whole time, it's like everything that everybody is saying, it falls back to what the family was doing for the kids. Like
Mm,
a lot of these dudes, they didn't understand. They wasn't given proper understanding on life, so to speak.
mm,
So you gotta think like when, like I said before in a past episode, we grew up in that environment where it was like, yo, nah, you don't cry, men don't cry, and all that. So now you got a whole bunch of grown ass men that had no control over their feelings, their emotions, none of that, and didn't know how to channel certain things. So now you got a 70-something-year-old man who's finally getting a release. It's like almost like when you lose your virginity. Like you've been holding on to something for so long, and now boom, you don't even know how to, you know what I mean, to compose yourself. So you might have a lot of honestly, a majority of men don't know how to balance logic and emotion, so to speak. Like
mm,
they know what it's supposed to be. They was taught how to be a man, but not how to conduct themselves as one. They knew that you had to go to work. They knew you had to pay bills, and they knew you had to do certain things. But when it came down to not, that's why you had a lot of dudes growing up that was abusive in relationships and overly angry about a lot of stuff. And as soon as something go wrong, they want to start yelling and yo, you da da da, because they didn't have that. They didn't understand what to do. Like yo, keys a point. Like you talk about, it's supposed to be a man and a woman in a household, which is a great thing. Like it's great to have both parents. But if you think of like, think about, even though I know there's TV shows and it's kind of sort of fiction, think about Good Times versus the Cosby Show. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Think of Sanford and Son with Fred having, he being the only man, and Lamont was a goofball trying to go outside and hang out with Rollo. You know what I'm saying? Michael and JJ, they were completely two different people, but their father was a hardworking man. But him being a hardworking man, he was not emotionally stable. So if you got a man that doesn't even know how to control that part, you can't tell somebody else how to be emotionally stable. You know what I'm saying? And
But
I
see,
mean, that's just how I just see
no,
it. You know
no,
what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying, and that's where it goes back to where a young man needs to see a man to know how to be a man.
Fact though.
You see what I'm
But
saying?
every male ain't a man though.
That's true, and trust me, it wasn't. It was it growing up in a relationship, and I seen a guy. He was a guy. He pissed standing up, but he wasn't a man.
mm-hmm.
hmm
You see what I'm saying? So, but let me catch up real quick on some of these comments. We got Miss Christina said you should give Kendra G a crack. Oh, and shouts out to F. Harris in the building. What's going on? His question is, why are women so masculine now? I want you to answer that, cuz. And Pokey Sue said, hello at Big Sis. And then Pokey Sue also said hello at Amber and said hello, Pokey. But sweetie, are you doing okay? Okay. And Miss Amelia said F Harris because men are so feminine now. But see, that's what I'm talking about, and that's the reason why I asked you that, cuz what Miss Amelia just said, and a lot of guys are feminine now. They're not seeing men. When we look at television, you don't see many men. You see what I'm saying? And then again, I keep talking about the hormones. We have stuff that's in foods that are messing us up. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
part of the reason. That's part of the reason. That's not the full reason, though.
It's not the full reason. It's a multitude of different things to create the monster that we have in a lot of people. You see what I'm saying right now? So, and then we got the imbalance of hormones in our bodies. I'm telling you, why y'all think that y'all started seeing so many testosterone commercials? Because they know that, especially in the United States, that testosterone is very low in most men. And now, you know how women say, oh, I'm going to go get me a young man. Them fools, their testosterone low too. They eating the same foods we eating. You see what I'm saying?
Listen,
You
I
got
sell, like I said, I sell those goddamn Royal Honeys and Black Bull pills all day long to all age, well, not all age ranges, because you got to be a certain level age to buy it.
right.
But it be young people, old people coming, and actually, it's more young people coming to buy them things than old people.
And that's what I'm saying. That's my point. So the foods and what they see, social media, y'all ever hear like they say if you keep looking at porn, you can lose, whatever, right?
Hey, listen, that's a lie. I got great vision.
No, listen. If you keep looking at porn, that you're going to lose your drive and everything. That's why I tell y'all look at midget porn. Look at midget porn, you won't. I'm joking. But anyway, so all I'm just saying is that all that stuff matters and it messes with the mind, especially in men. But Pokey Sue said, oh, hold on. I've stopped there at Miss Amelia. She said because most men are feminine now. And then Pokey Sue said, Sweet Mama G, that's a whole subject for me this week. Like as a mom, you gotta TPO your kids. How does that happen? So that's deep when you have to TPO your kids. The world is totally different now. The world is, hey, you remember that song XL? The world is
What
very
up?
different now. Funky dividends. And it is.
Yeah.
So also Miss Christine say I'm doing great. I'm moving to a new place today.
Oh Lord.
And then Amber said hello, Pokey Sue. So please,
But hey, Crete.
yeah, go ahead.
Oh my bad. But just to answer the other question, it's more than just the fact of it's more men acting feminine now while women are more masculine. One of the biggest reasons why so many women are so masculine is goes this is going to be a flashback to some of the older conversations with Crete things. It's about a lot of things that they're being fed, not physically, but in their ears and in their mental. When you got people like Beyonce and all them telling you that you don't need a man, you tend to want to become one. You
Hey,
know what I'm saying?
that's why I
So
say
when
music. But go ahead.
so like when you got so many women and it's like and then on top of that, you got a lot of things in society that's based toward the woman always being right. Everything focused towards them. They get that fit like even when it comes down to the point of like WIC and Section 8 and all that. Yeah, some men that's coming out of jail and all that getting Section 8 and all of that. But when you got women that feeling like they better than everybody, even though they only paying $75 a month for rent, they got their own. I got my own. I got my own. But you're treating people that could be that, but and your kids is in there they don't know they don't even know how to spell red. They don't they think 1 + 1 is 16. 1 + 1 is 11. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got so many other things that's going on. So you got so many young, I can't even say women, young ladies that are giving that point of feeling of support, superiority. because with that old joint, use what you got to get what you want.
Right.
The
Better
rent should never be late as long as you got your legs can open up. They got that feeling of superiority, and you got so many goofy dudes out here that'll break their neck just to get in between your legs. That thing, you know, you got kids, and now you're going through that whole cycle. So it's like they act masculine because they feel like they have the upper hand, they have the superiority over everything.
true. Now, if you're new to this channel, please make sure y'all subscribe and like the video. And that's what also goes on TikTok. Please subscribe. We're trying to build this thing up, and I'm going to have it where all of us are joined together through TikTok, Facebook, and Instagram, and all that, so we can all join together even more. So Miss Marla said, "Preach, Excel," and also F. Harris said, "I hear what you're saying, Excel." And ain't the same time, don't nobody care about a man's feelings and problems. We was taught to keep your head up and keep it going.
That's exactly what I'm saying. We were taught certain things, but do we have to? But do we have to keep that same learned? Like, all right, they always say somebody being racist is a learned thing. So that means that if you grew up and your parents was racist, do you have to grow up being racist? You really don't. That's your choice because you learned it. I grew up in a household where I had a mother who took me to a Roman Catholic church, and my father was raised Baptist, but I became Muslim because of my choice. You know what I mean? It wasn't like some of these dudes that went to jail and became Muslim to keep people off their back. I took Shahada at a young age because it was a choice. You know what I'm saying? So what you choose to do versus what you actually do is two different things. You can choose to go hustle, or you can choose to go sell. You can go to work. You can choose to be bummy. You can choose to be broke and look good. I mean, it's all about your choices in life. Everybody has an option, but you know, we number one, we as black people, we feel as though if we look a certain way or act a certain way, we're going to be looked at a certain way. And people are, like I said before, people are so worried about what somebody else thinks about them versus what they can actually achieve in life. Oh well.
All right. Now my big sis said, Bird, a lot of men are on the DL and forgot how to be masculine. Hold on.
Amen.
But some never learn how to be.
Right. Some never learn how to be because they don't have that role model there, right? And we can go way back to a certain amount of time where they created laws, where they actually created laws that affected especially a lot of black men, and that they were put in jail. They chopped off the head of the family. So there wasn't a way for them to see a man or a husband how he's supposed to work. But we're not going to go there today. However, it's sad. Think about the media right now and what they put on the media all the time. They have guys that's living a different lifestyle, or they trying to tell you how to dress. And a lot of these clothes now are way too fitting for a lot of these guys now. You know what I mean? But they doing it, and actually they force you sometimes to wear it because that's all they have in the stores. You know what I mean? So we got to get back to being men and doing what you're supposed to do for your woman and everything. Like, go out there and handle your business. Go out and find out what the role of a man is and handle it and be that. You know what I mean? And if this woman ain't going to be having the role of a woman, then find another one. But also make sure you find, there's a lot of women out here that are great, wonderful women that's willing to do what they're supposed to do to take care of you, and you take care of her. If she takes care of you, that's why I said a feminine woman can break down a masculine man.
Break them down.
Yeah, if she comes in and holds her feminine frame, and she shouldn't have to do all that. She should be able
But you know why they don't stay feminine? You know why they don't stay feminine? Because they scared. That's why they stay aggressive. Because if they stay feminine, they scared they're gonna get taken advantage of and drugged through the mud. But if you select the right man and quit going off swag and quit going off certain things and money and swag and all that, you select the right man, you ain't got to be scared and be so angry and obnoxious where you got to put on this show of aggressiveness and attitude and all that. You select the right man, you can stay feminine.
Right. And Pokey Sue said, I agree with Lesky. And then also Miss Marla said, no, you don't have to, but you choose that lifestyle. And then Miss Christina said, skinny jeans, yuck. And then FR said that was 100 XL. So so that's the thing. I think a lot, and then that's why I'm telling y'all we have another podcast that's going to be coming up soon, and maybe it's not maybe we need to step up as men and make sure we help out the future, because if you let the media handle it, it's just going to get worse. Now, we was on that for a little bit, so let's try something different here to add to this. Right now, we were talking about either date or stay single, right? Or whatever, however you want to do that. So being in a relationship is a beautiful thing, especially when two people get together and understand their roles, as I was talking about not long ago. Sometimes when being single for so long, you may come to your senses to say, I'm ready for a relationship, but some people should stop and ask themselves why. Sometimes, again, even getting in a relationship, you should have a purpose. Sometimes you can get in a relationship but don't have a purpose. Is that wrong? Is that wrong, cuz? To get in a relationship and not have a purpose? Is that wrong? I mean, because I have my view on both of them. Okay, cuz then froze up. What do you got on that Shimmy? Hold on. One second. Unmute. Hold on. Go ahead.
Now, I was saying let Excel go, but you were saying what now? What was the question?
I was saying that date with a purpose for the most part, right? Especially if you fresh and you young, you never been married or whatever, blah blah blah, and you're dating. Definitely date with a purpose. But it's also such thing of dating without a purpose, right? And I hear a lot of people down that sometimes, but I now that we don't have you frozen anymore, cuz I want you to answer that. And then I want Shimmy to go in or XL and whoever else wants to put in on that.
I think, like I said before, you do what you want to do. I may find
Fresh. Thank you. I'm sorry.
I may find Joe dateable, but I might think Sean is maybe relationship worthy. It's how I feel. It's the person, how you mesh together, and then what may start off as either way, it could vice versa, and it might flip the script. It's whatever it is. There's nothing wrong with going out on a date and stuff like that. It ain't got to be a purpose. You going out and enjoy somebody else's company. What's wrong with that?
I agree, cuz I agree. I agree. That's I'm gonna just tell you that much. So what about you, Shimmy? What is your call on that?
I like staying single, but if I'm a date, you pay for your own meal, I pay for my own meal. We can go out we can go out as much as you want to. You pay for your own meal until you ready. Then I can start trying to buy your meal.
What about
I'm not gonna be.
what about you being ready?
I'm always ready.
Okay.
But what if you go out and you're taking somebody out and they're just good people just to go out and have a meal with?
Well, do you call that dating or you just call that going out with a friend?
You single and just going out, hanging out, whatever you want to call it.
See, I tell you what. See, there's different levels to it. Like I said before, this dating is one sided. All right. When you're single and you hanging out with somebody, you're just friends. Nobody has the upper hand in the dating in the dating realm. Nobody has the upper hand. When you're single, you want to stay single. When you're dating, that's when the expectations take over. That's where the wickedness comes in. The expectation. Oh, a man's supposed to do this. A man. So hold on, hold. We just friends. We're just kicking it. I don't know what you're gonna do once you leave me. You want me to feed you, buy you, treat you this, do this, and then the third. You ain't coming home with me. How do I know that? You want me to step
Well,
here?
I need to tell some of these people on the screen they need to owe me. XL, I'm taking you home tonight. Where my money at? You had to pay for that meal
Hey,
I bought.
I ain't hear what
when
you
you
said. My phone cut out.
Yeah, okay. You heard
when
No,
you
me.
I'm dead
start
ass.
dating, them expectations they rise. They rise.
See, that's
But
what
when you
I was saying the same thing. When you get married, it gets serious. I've seen people be together as friends or dating, whatever, and it was so beautiful. But as soon as they said "I do," they wish they didn't. But you can't discount marriage. Marriage is a beautiful thing. But I've seen that a lot where people actually tied the knot, and oh my gosh. So, Miss Christina said, hold on one second. F. Harris said, and why can't DL men just mess with dudes instead of messing with women too? Just go live your truth. I agree with that. What's your name? Just stay out of the way. On the DL thing, just stay out of the way. Go do what y'all gonna do. Miss Christina said some people can be compatible mentally, but not sexually, and vice versa. Okay. Was that really Miss Christina?
She read that somewhere.
She copied and pasted.
you can learn a lot when making a baby.
And Pokey Sue said, I disagree with that to a statement. I'm not sure if you can put at who you talking about Pokey Sue. And then also Pokey Sue said, but if you been dating for 3 years or 4 years and living in the same house, what do you call that?
That's not dating. If,
There's
if
different levels.
there's, I'm sorry,
No, go.
that's not dating. When you live together, you're not dating no more.
What is it?
Playing house.
When you, when you live together,
Place called playing house.
yeah, that's damn near marriage.
Shacking
Live
up.
Getting the
together.
Shacking up.
cow, you getting
That's just,
the milk with and getting the cow for free.
that ain't dating. Dating is when I see you when I got time. And when I do make time, it better be worth it. That's dating. I don't know what the hell you talking about. I know you don't agree with that either. You ain't gonna agree with that either. But when I got time, it better be worth it.
Oh, I
And if
never
it
I
ain't worth it,
dated
we ain't
too.
got to worry about another date.
I would not date Shimmy at
I
all.
know you don't agree with it. I know. I get it. I get it. You don't agree with it. It hurts, but it is
Baby
real.
halfway baked that Shimmy. What
You
happened?
said, but Crete, when people get married, most think that it's the finish line, but it's the start gate. And people stop trying after the wedding and the honeymoon, and they do. You start seeing people not taking care of themselves as much, not saying bath wise and everything, but I'm talking about like eating, not being health conscious. It's a lot that goes on along with that. You know what I mean? Hold on one second. Let me fix this real quick. Hey, hold up. Hey, I can't even figure this one out. All right, there we go. So also Miss Christina said the baby halfway baked, Shimmy. Oh, I think she had to tell Shimmy that. And my big sis said, Bird don't agree to that. You would never do that unless you want to be alone. No woman wants a cheap man. What did I'm trying to remember what I agreed to.
Maybe you agreed to something Shimmy said about the dating
Okay.
process.
Yeah. No. Yeah, I didn't agree to that part. He was saying something about you pay for. I think she's talking about that.
And
Yeah,
he
no.
paid for his meal and she paid for his meal. Well, hell, if I had a choice to pay for my meal and Shimmy got, I'm not even gonna go out with him. I'm just gonna go get me a meal on my own.
Well, here's the thing. Like this, for me, I don't mind paying for a meal at all. That's just it's especially if I'm the one say, hey, let's go and get something to eat. I would feel crazy to ask somebody, hey, let's go get something to eat, but you're gonna pay for it. That's crazy.
You'd be surprised. Men do that to women all the time.
I heard, but that definitely ain't me. But here's my thing. I even feel guilty when a woman says, I'm going to pay for it. But, sometimes you got to let the woman pay for it because sometimes she doesn't feel right when you take that away from her. I get it.
But yeah, and I agree. Because I do that. I'll put my card out, whatever I paid, or I'll say, well, at least let me, do the tip or whatever. You got some people, they straight. They have a woman pay and no qualms about it. Won't leave a tip and waiting for her to pay the tip too.
Yeah. Say they just asked was Shimmy the daddy, I guess, because of okay. And Miss Christina said, why you don't give Kendra G a chance, Crete? I mean, look, I'll go in with not go in like that, but yeah, with Kendra G, yeah. No
Why
problem.
she keep asking that question? What's wrong with you?
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
Okay. Now, sometimes when being single for so long, you may come to your senses. I already read that. I'm sorry. Some people want a relationship because it's been so long since they become lonely. And have y'all ever seen that? Like where somebody was like, I ain't fooling with nobody. Then they become lonely. And then now
Hell yeah.
okay.
You're right. I don't want to be cuddling with no pillow every night. I want to grab a breast or a butt cheek. I ain't trying to be sitting there laying in the bed every night. I mean, you can go get some loving, but after that, every now and again, a man want to feel that roll over and hold a breast in his hand while he's snoring and drooling, man. I mean, come on now.
Bruh.
It ain't about being lonely, it's about being alone. It's different.
Yeah. No, I can agree to that. I mean, I can see how some people, could come to that. Definitely.
Look, ain't nothing like getting woke up when you got your morning gym jam and somebody realized they woke up before you and it's like, oh, I'm gonna take advantage of this. Ain't nothing like that.
Now, let's talk about some of the things that can make people feel that way. They have friends that are in a healthy relationship, so sometimes that makes them want to be in relationships. Can y'all agree to that?
That too.
Yeah, because
You want to be the third wheel.
they could be, yeah, exactly. Like they'll be that third wheel, and then what'll happen is they'll decide like, wow, I'm tired of being alone. You got a friend or somebody or whatever. Miss Christina said, why you won't give? Oh no, that F her say low key. That's a turn on when my girlfriend go in her purse to grab her card and pay for the meal. I mean, that is impressive. It's impressive. I mean, it's when because it makes you feel special and she makes you feel like you're worth it. You know what I mean? Am I wrong, cuz? I saw the eye roll.
Oh, I won't mind. I'm just listening.
Okay. Big sis also said, yes, Bird, that is what I was talking about. Go back and read what I said regarding XL's comment. Okay, let me see. I'm gonna go back. Meanwhile, y'all hold it down. Okay. So let me make sure. Trying to find that comment here. But no, some people do get caught up and they say, you know what, that looks good. I want to be a part of something like that. And then also they have been watching a movie and saw a great relationship on these romance movies.
I don't go by that movie.
No, they the ones that need to stay alone because they're gonna be looking at like they was looking at
Jack and Rose. She gonna find her love and his ass gonna drown.
Yeah, that they the ones that need to leave it alone and just leave it up to the movies.
It's a lot of whimsical bullshit, but like I've been around couples, and most of the time when you talk to the one, they miserable as shit, but they're giving off such great persona that they this wonderful couple, and the back end they be battling like they going to war, Gettysburg. That
Yeah.
shit be for show most of the time. It do. Even with my parents, I be like, good Google Moogle. Let me take my single ass in my purse and go home.
Hey, sweet. Y'all gotta forgive me, and I want to apologize for my
Oh, no,
language.
if
My
you
language last week, huh?
now if you see it, cause I didn't see the one
I
last.
ain't looking for nothing. I'm on my phone. I ain't scrolling for nothing.
Oh yeah, that's right. You got you on your phone. About time is clear.
Shut up, Crete.
That when you do it from your laptop, I be looking for the
Cause
rabbit.
it's overwork and I ain't get my money to get me a new laptop.
Golly, tonight you going in?
Oh,
I'm
I
gonna
got to.
try. 'Cause and then Chris said Lifetime movie at Crete. Yeah. Um. So the other thing is, how about this? How can we? How can a person get back out there if they wanted to start dating again? I want to hear from y'all.
Just go.
Just go.
Just go.
Just go outside.
What's the
Just
what's
go
the pur-
outside.
what's the purpose? What's the purpose of dating? Just because you lonely or you ready to get married? Because
But see,
that's where it all starts. What's the goal? Is to go out there and play around, spend money, waste money and time, transitional action, or is to get married? I'll tell you how to start.
okay, go ahead.
Which one you want?
All of them.
Yeah, we want you to drop it like it's hot, Shem Dog.
Y'all know we don't.
No, nah. Like I said, I mean, if you wanted to be with somebody serious, I suggest go friend zone first. Friends first. Friends first. Friends, trust me, you can play this game all day. You think you're gonna meet that perfect person in one day and it's love at first sight? Yeah. Good luck with that shit. Friends first. If you looking for holy matrimony, but if you just trying to date, just hang out at the bars, at the lounges, get a
Nah, don't
section.
go to no bar, no lounge, and find no woman.
I said dating. Dating is
Well, that's the
dating
part
is
of dating,
dating.
to find no woman, right?
Yeah, but you can go to Pizza Hut and find a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
It all depends. It
You
all
go to
depends
the
if you're trying to
bar,
get.
you go to the bar, you go end up getting something to drink. I think you know you laid in the bed with a booger bear that you stuck with for life.
Oh my god.
Hey, look, and that'll be the last date with that booger bell.
So
Now if you got something that you can't get rid of, like a child.
let me ask y'all this right now. Um, Big Sis said people date for many reasons, right? Now,
Mhm.
you had to date because today, what would be your reason?
Please. Please don't put me in. What happened?
Huh?
I blanked out when you talking about date today. What happened?
Yeah. What would make you date today, if anything?
Somebody
I
hit the
date.
lottery.
I date.
What would be your purpose?
Out of boredom. I'm not gonna date. I got a lot of stuff going on in life. Just to hang out, just to get some adulting time.
So does it need to be a purpose? Like I'm saying, a purpose like to get from here to there, or
I'm
just
not.
leisure?
It's gonna be from here to there, all right.
Oh my
One
god.
side of the room to the other.
It's gonna be from here to there. I mean, like I got some potentials, but I know all the stuff I'm doing. I'm not looking to put my energy into a relationship because of some stuff I got going on. I'm
But
not gonna be able to give a person 100% of what I normally would do when trying to find a relationship. So I'm not going that route. It gotta be somebody extraordinary, but I ain't met that one.
but when with that being said, so if you date, it's just like for the entertainment to say.
Entertainment, just the companionship. I might want to go out with a dude, might want to, whatever. During my break time, like, hey, you want to grab something to eat? Yeah, you want to do this, you want to do that. Hey, I do that.
Okay.
I would come down there where you at just to hang out with my friend to go to the Marietta Theater. We would hang out and do different things. And I put my butt right back on the plane, go about my business.
Right.
He
Okay.
flew me out, as y'all young people say, flew me out. Hung out for a couple days with the Christmas lights, the whatever, the whatever. Hey, we got this plan, plan it out. I ain't got plan nothing. And That's what I like. Now, don't take me nowhere ghetto or nothing like that crazy, but
Well,
we
let's go
like go to
Alexa in the
restaurant.
market. Let's go Alexa in the
No, thank
market.
you. I'm all right.
You ain't seen any Alexa in the market?
No, I have not.
I'm
I'm
gonna fleet
bougie.
you. I'm gonna fleet you out to
No,
downtown Baltimore. We're going to
pick up
Alexa in the market.
from the airport with my favorite snacks like a concierge because that's what I like. And he and I were good. Good. We still friends. And, he's like, come down. I'm like, not right this second. But pick me up from the airport, or I would rent me a car, go to this place, stay over. He would go to work. I'm a rent car, go by my business shop. Hey, we going to the comedy show up in Jimmy whatever, and we going down to the downtown with the aquarium thing or whatever. He got picked out. He know my favorite restaurants I like in Atlanta. Well, I'm saying Atlanta, we mean Georgia. It's not necessarily Atlanta. Hey, you want to try this new place? That's playing out. He got a music playlist. We in the same age group. We talk about our 80s and 90s and rock it out. We in the car. He driving. Hey, keep it moving. Don't. It ain't all that. And like, I'll pull my card out, or I'm like, hey, you want some of this cake over here? Tell me what you want. Shut up and pull my card out.
You pull out that special mixtape, half 100, volume 6.
Yeah, he did. He old school New Yorker.
I'm only
Crazy.
dating for one reason.
Go
Oh,
ahead.
Lord.
Go ahead, Shim
I
Dog.
need I need to know she values my time.
Okay. So you dating for time for special.
No. I need to know that she values my time spending with her.
Yeah, but you dating for somebody to say, you got that dynamite time. I mean,
He almost
I,
on the flip side of what I say about I do. My time is valued, so he know the plan stuff that he know I'm gonna like. Am I kind of right?
so
Or want to do?
but entertainment for the most part. Entertaining what couples do, but you ain't locking it down. Or you locking down what couples do, and that's just your person for the moment. I mean, I'm asking you.
Yeah, we are pretty much. It's like don't take me for granted. The time I spend with you, don't take me for granted. Like, okay, let's say I'm dating a chick, we going out. She always on the phone. Put the phone up. She always begging. Keep your mouth shut. It's always something wrong. I don't need to hear all that. I didn't when I met you, I didn't want to meet the behind the scenes yet. I want to get to know you. I don't need to
Stay
know behind the
single.
scenes.
Stay single, Shammy. Stay single and
Man,
it can work.
he asked me a
Just
question,
say it
man.
work.
Man, he asked me a question.
I
I
know,
don't
but
want.
God,
Like
Hey,
the
that's a
look,
food
little
scared
sweet
rough.
out of me.
mama, sweet mama,
It's a little
sweet
rough.
mama. I get a grace period. I don't need to know what behind the scenes is. I don't
A
need to know
grace
all her
period.
problems.
Is it 5-day grace period or like your car note or in the rent or is it 15-day like for your mortgage grace period? Good. Come on, you got some stipulations.
I
I'm
don't,
tired.
Since
I
we
don't need. Listen, I don't need no horror stories for the first 90 days. It's like
God,
probation.
well, I guess you're gonna be single. Ain't that
Yeah,
work?
I don't need no horror stories.
F
The
her,
hard
Hey, look,
story
my
gonna come
PT,
out the next day.
since
my
F,
PTSD already up here. I don't need no
But you know
horror
what,
stories.
Shimmy? The be honest with you and taking lighter things. That's what I'm talking about. I guess I'm easy to talk to, so I start hearing the crying and the problems. I can't take it no more. That's why I'm like, I date guys I've known for years. I ain't got no new mixtapes because I tried the new people. I just like, hot damn, you need to be a client because I don't even want you no more. You need to sign to be a client because I need to make some money off of you. You're gonna be a long time client, and I can get me a brand new vehicle off of you because hot damn. And it'd be the first conversation like, I gotta do this, man. You wanna go say, oh shit, I forgot that then. And no, I said, ooh, this a client or is this? I can look at my phone. Who I'm talking to? I don't even save their name no more. I just had a phone number. It pop up and they said, hey, this is Booger. We can call him Booger. And I just keep it like that. Okay, that's Booger number. I don't even save nobody's name no more because they ain't gonna last that long. I'm a blind to block them. I don't even give my real phone number. Nope.
Does got
Nope. You get the sideline. Oh, I got a couple sideline numbers.
a fella named
No, I ain't got Google. It's called Umail. It says, hey, you've reached so and so and she not available. Leave a message. Or I can make it so it's like the number you reach is disconnected. Or I can make this person does not accept block calls. It ain't block, it's a recording. It's called Umail. Get it in your life. It's worth every dollar.
check
Trust me.
this out. F her says, Shimmy, you probably touched on this before, but which woman hurt you? because you hard on a woman.
All of us.
Who said? Now, I tell you who described me the best on this show. To be honest with you, was Nate from Upstate. He said I was really guarded,
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, hold on, it hurt. My feelings get hurt every time I deal with a woman. I just keep it moving to the next one. It ain't about being. It ain't about being. It ain't about who hurt me, who crushed me. If that's the case, then I wouldn't be resilient enough to get back out there. I'm very resilient. My thing is what I'm hearing, the noise I'm hearing from society, from females in general, for the most part, what I'm hearing is not what they want. It's what they need, what's important, and they don't want what they need. They want what they want. They don't want what they need. They don't want a man. Most of these females out here, they don't want a man, because a man is going to have structure, discipline. He's going to have an agenda. He's going to have a purpose. He's going to have guidelines. He's going to have boundaries. He's going to have motion going on. All that distraction about he got to be this, he got to be that to cater to you. Most men ain't trying to do that. They just trying to spin the win and keep it moving. And if
And
you
a
really
lot of
want to be
women
this,
and women are too, to be honest.
yeah. And if you really want to be a wife, you'll relax. You'll relax as a woman. So no woman just broke me down or hurt me. I've been disappointed, felt betrayed before. Yeah, but no woman that's really just, broke me down. Nah. Because my mom's always taught me, I didn't have a dad. My dad wasn't around growing up, but my mom always taught me, Kelvin, sleep one eye open, one eye closed. So that being the case, sleep one eye open, one eye closed. Women, when I see women, the first thing when I think of a woman, I think of manipulation, and that's not gonna happen with me. Because a lot of women, a lot of females, I feel like want the upper hand. They can be controlling. They can be narcissistic. They can be masculine, giving direction. Ma'am, I don't need. How did I get to be 52 and you telling me what to do? I don't need no direction, ma'am. I think I've done well so far, ma'am. Without you just walked up to me and started giving me direction and guidance. I think I made it this damn far without you. So, a lot of women can be so aggressive and what I'm expecting from a man and this and that. All the expectations that come with just dating can be overbearing, overwhelming for a man that just want to have a good time, enjoy life. Because women have to remember, men only need two things:
Go ahead with it.
What's up, too?
peace and peace of.
Now, Pokey Sue said, I have a man. He can be hateful at times, but I appreciate who he is, and I hold my own roll down. That's awesome. That's awesome, Pokey Sue. Now, we had a lot of fun on this show. And I love my cousin. I always tell her.
You know what? My cousin must got a woman because he been getting off early. When he's probably single, he had us on to 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, and we have date on Saturdays because we go with this fool. And now I'm watching the time for the last couple of shows. We've been quite early.
Yeah, I noticed that, sweet mama. I noticed that.
Something ain't right.
Yeah. He got something special lined up.
Something ain't right because it's before 12 and it's not 2 o'clock.
Hey, look, maybe he's dating instead of saying single.
Hey, listen.
Check this out. Y'all ain't let me get finished. Thank you, everyone, for coming out. But let's set up for part 2. Go ahead.
Who the hell on a part 2? Yeah, right.
Now, hey, I was trying to show y'all some love in case y'all was tired or whatever, And I got practice tomorrow for motocross, whatever. But
exactly. See, it's something going on.
I can stay on, Yo,
I used to be like, cousin, I gotta get him go. Cause I don't care. It's 1 o'clock, 1:30. Stay on, cuz. Half dead, falling asleep.
So, but no, it's really been great. We gotta start inviting some friends on, whether it be in TikTok or what do you call this?
We can't invite nobody. We don't know what time we getting on.
No, we want to tell them 10 o'clock.
What's your name? Crete, please. You was texting me and it was past 10. Now how that work?
Um,
Exactly.
but let's invite some friends. And cause remember that last time you invited the one young lady that she had or she had the salon, or she worked at a salon. She
She
had
got married, child. She ain't got time for us.
tell her and her husband come on. You remember what happened
She
that night?
married that dude. She married him.
The dude that she was talking about?
The older dude that didn't want her to move in. Yep.
Congratulations, Chad. That's awesome.
Yep.
But
She don't do my hair no more, no man.
do,
Mm-mm.
do you remember what happened that night?
We done had a lot of women on from your side.
I had a phone call.
Who was the phone call? Oh God, no! I can't take that no more in my life. Is that the night we froze with Miss Man, Miss T? We gonna say T letter? Oh,
Everybody,
baby, that was silence fill the room type. Ain't nobody say nothing, baby. I
oh,
didn't know what was going on. I thought it was staged. I'm like, what's happening, Lord? What's happening?
oh my gosh, that was
That
crazy.
you need to do a remix of all the memorable shows because we done had some. I heard Shell Shock Wednesday.
You heard him?
I was glad I reposted the video. Yeah, I say, oh, he got Shell Shock on there giving some numbers. Go ahead, Shell Shock for his birthday.
Yeah, he didn't came up. He didn't came up. But
He do better commentating than his music. But yeah,
yeah. so
Horrible.
what I'm gonna do though, I am gonna do that because I'm going to rummage all
we
the
had some funny moments. We had some funny moments over the years for the shows.
yeah,
This month make 3 years.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
So
April.
three
Yep,
years
3 years.
strong. This ain't easy, but you know what? We all family and we make it happen, and it's but I'm gonna go grab that cousin and bring it back. Even the time when Miss Christina first came on about a
No,
fa- that was so funny in your
just
face.
don't pull out none of that darn shit. I
Or the
mean,
guy that they put his business in the streets. You remember him? And next day, pow, remember?
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. Yeah.
you
So
got bumps on your thing.
yeah. Uh,
Oh gosh, that was
yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. So
what happened to the dating show? What happened to that? You supposed to be hooking people up, people asking me. Don't be asking me nothing.
you know what? We got to start that back up. If y'all know anybody who's looking for a date,
Somebody had somebody and asked you to hook them up and you ain't do it. I ain't available.
who was it?
I'm not available. You should know who that is. If I say I'm not available, you know who tried it.
I'm gonna make sure he's on here next week.
No, 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 no.
Make sure he's on here.
Call me after the show. I no,
Yeah.
uh, no. I don't know. We
Hey,
had so
Creed,
good
I got
time.
a quick story.
Go ahead.
So, me and Fish Tank, we was dating for a while, right? And we was living together.
That's what you gonna call a Chevy.
Yeah, Fish Tank. Yeah, that's people who follow the show, they know.
Yeah.
Hey, look. So this story is out the blue, but I know that I never told this story. So this is when I had my own cleaning company. So the night before I had the night before I had went and bought some. I went to go buy some muscle milk.
Mm-hmm.
The muscle milk was regular price, but the off brand was on sale.
Mm-hmm.
So me being cheap, I said, let me get the off brand. Took it to work the next day with me, drunk it,
Mm-hmm.
almost died.
Hey, what happened?
I was allergic to something in the
And
off
then
brand muscle milk.
got
I was on the ground. I mean, my throat had swelled up, eyes, everything like Hitch, like the movie Hitch. So got rushed to the hospital. Girlfriend came up to the hospital, and you know how you with somebody for so long, you think they take you for granted. You
Don't tell
know,
me you took a shower in the hospital room.
nah.
Oh, all right. Go ahead.
So as soon as I get to the emergency room, they rush me in.
Mm-hmm.
And first thing I tell them, I said, don't do that. You know how they put that trach in
Yeah.
your throat because I couldn't breathe or whatever. I said, don't do that. They just put it on my nose and put something in my mouth. put the tube in my mouth. So my girlfriend's sitting there, and this fine, I mean, beautiful doctor walks in.
God damn.
So she comes in there. I'm like, I can barely see her, but I'm like, man, and my girlfriend's sitting right there. So the doctor, she with her naked hands, took off my shoes and started checking all my, arms and legs and feet and see what else was swollen. And she was like, my girlfriend was like, and it was so bad that they called the other doctors in there, said, come see this. This is what an episode of allergic reaction can look like. And it was just funny to me how I'm damn near about to die, but I can hear her over there like, don't get too happy. You'll go ahead and die in this hospital or something like that. That's what that was all about. And I'm thinking, oh, you really do love me. But at home, you don't be acting like you love me because you be raising all that hell. But now that I'm on my deathbed, you carry this fine ass doctor right here trying to take care of me.
You know what? That's a whole show, because some women,
Doctor was fine,
may not act right in the house, but when you get out of the house and they see that you have some type of value outside, that now they want to act right. There was a name thrown out, cuz. Could that be the name you were talking about?
Or my part or your part?
Well, when you talking about for the dating show.
Yeah,
So ladies, if y'all have a friend, if y'all need a date, please reach out to us. And we can have y'all put on the show. We have a contestant that's eligible, and it might be a big situation.
I doubt it.
I ain't talking about that, cuz. I'm talking about the other stuff.
Oh.
God damn.
What you talking about, Willis?
I wasn't talking about that. I'm talking about, I ain't gonna say nothing. So anyway, y'all could possibly we got the dating show. Just reach out to us. We'll put
You
y'all.
supposed to hook Christina with that Jamaican guy. He keep popping up as somebody I should know. I was like, I don't want to know him on Facebook.
We may have him back. That's man. That's my boy. So, but here's what I'm saying for y'all, right? Now, y'all can definitely hit us up. And the way we do it, the blind date show, y'all come on the show and you see how everybody, I know y'all don't see it on YouTube right now, but on YouTube, we can see everybody. But you do have the option as well to not show your face. But that's how we want you to do. We don't want you to show your face until after everything, and then we ask you to show your face. So what happens is that you guys will talk with the guy or whatever, and see who's compatible, whatever, out of the two or whatever. Really, we would like to have 3 women to see who's most eligible.
Oh my!
That's what I really want. But if you guys work out, then we ask you to turn the cameras on, and you can see him and he can see you, vice versa, and y'all get to hook up. It's up to y'all. Y'all keep in touch with each other, and we want to also see how things worked out with that. So,
make sure Crete DJ y'all wedding.
Yeah, we'll DJ the wedding, either me, Shimmy,
Oh,
or
that's right. 3 of y'all. Y'all can DJ the wedding.
yeah. Matter of fact, and XL will make the shirts. He'll make y'all the tuxedo looking
The
shirts.
brides and groom shirts.
We can't trust your judgment on making shirts. Got people looking crazy on t-shirts and shit.
Hey, cuz, was that
Got you looking like the grandfather off of Color Purple. She look like she got that dirty girl disease.
Hey, that was how you was looking that day on there, XL. Shout out to Donald Johnson in the building, and shout out to everybody who participated on. We appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate our family that comes on YouTube. You guys soon once again. Ain't nothing but love coming from here. And shout out to everybody. And we are freaking out. And we will see y'all on Wednesday. We might do a little pop-up show over the weekend or whatever.
Take this jacket off. Ooh.
Pokey Sue said, I can cater it and make the cake. That's what I'm talking about. That's a dope shirt right there, X Sizzy. That's dope. Show it. Hold it up. Hold it up so we can see it. Yeah, that's fire right there. Right?
What is that? Oh,
Yeah.
a Native American.
Yep. Very dope. That's what I'm talking about. So we are out, everyone, and we will see y'all on the next show and bring y'all relationship action here. We can talk about it. We can learn something. We can share something. And remember, make sure y'all follow or subscribe to the channel and actually go on YouTube as well at Street Tactics Media right here on Conversations of Crete with Sweet Mama G and DJ XL and also DJ Shimmy. We come on every week and always talking relationships, and we have very interesting shows. And Pokey Sue said, I saw one with pineapples. Oh, she talking about a shirt with pineapples.
Pineapples.
Yeah.
So shirt with pineapples.
We are
That
out.
was that the headrest Pokey from on that shirt he just showed. It looked like the pineapple thing on the sideways.
All right. So hold on one second. Yeah, we did pretty good. 1K viewers on TikTok. Oh, she thought that was a pineapple. That's a revolver.
Yeah.
It did look like a pineapple at first.
Oh, hold on. You might be talking about the shirts I did for the bartenders. This is not a pineapple. It just looked like,
We can't see that. No, that don't look like no pineapple.
I don't know. That's the only shirts that I was over here doing.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, we're out. Much love to everyone. Thank you so much.
Good night.
So much, XL, and thank you, Shimmy, and thank everybody. Pokey Sue, Miss Amelia, Miss Marla, Miss Christina. Thank you, F Harris.
F. Harris.
Thank you so much, my big sis, and thank you so much, my little sis.
And brother-in-law was on for a second.
Yeah, and
Nate from Upstate, salute. He was on.
Salute.
Got Miss Amelia, Excel, and I think that was it on this side. I'm trying to scroll real fast on my phone.
Yeah, she said it was the revolver one because it did look like a pineapple at first when you first held it up. I don't know why my mind's seen that, but the pineapples are real big down here, especially if they upside down.
That ain't got nothing to do with that.
You gotta stop
A
past
different color. And the loofahs. Don't forget the loofahs.
Yeah. So I know about the pineapples.
Pokey, you going on a cruise? Don't have no pineapples.
Yeah.
That's why she want that pineapple. Don't be in that pineappling.
Right. So anyway, we're out, everyone. Thank y'all. We will see y'all on the next show. And remember, if he ain't right, he's a red flag. If she ain't right, she's a red flag.
Put that daggone thing up. There ain't no flag. How about that? There gets no flag.
All right, we're out, y'all. Talk to y'all.
Yeah.
All right.
All righty.